Hello there, it's Leonie from Churchill Education. I think this could be the very first time that you're seeing me on video, because normally I'm behind the video or writing or researching or talking to some of you on the telephone, interviewing, etc. But today I wanted to jump in front of the camera and tell you about a bit of research that I've been doing, because I think you're going to find it really interesting for these very interesting, shall we say, times that we're living in. So what I have discovered, according to ING Bank, is that there are 3 million Australians who are currently considering career change, either now or once we're on the other side of this time of COVID-19. So 3 million Australians actually equates to 1 in 4 or 25% of working Australians. That's big. 1/4 of Australia's working force is looking at career change. And we are definitely seeing that here at Churchill. We're having a lot of amazing conversations with people who are leaning into uncertainty, having a look at what qualifications they might be eligible for. And we've just been blown away by this because, you know, like a lot of us, we did wonder at the beginning of this what it might mean for the business, what it might mean for us as individuals with jobs, whether we might have a job in a week or a month. But what we have experienced is a lot of people are coming to us and saying, what can we do? So aside from obviously helping people with recognition of prior learning, we thought we'd put together a little bit of a guide about, you know, how to achieve career change, how to get through career change. So the first thing I think is that there are two aspects. There's uncertainty and there's opportunity. So the first thing is to lean into uncertainty. And as Tony Groves, one of our clients who I interviewed a few weeks ago, says, we don't know what the future is going to bring, and I'd rather take a proactive approach and put myself in a good position for whatever comes down the path, rather than take a reactive approach and then scramble at the last minute. We have many stories, similar stories on our blog of people who are leaning into change and being proactive and making the most of their experience, which brings me to my next point. See yourself with fresh eyes. Don't take your skills for granted. So have a look at what are you doing now, what are your skills and what are your experience, and how might that be applied to another industry. For example, if you are in defence or police, then yes, you have skills that are very specific to that sector, which obviously if you come from defence, for example, infantry skills are not probably going to be needed in a lot of other industries, or how to arrest somebody if you're in police is maybe not going to be transferable. However, there will be so many skills that you have that you can transfer to another industry, like leadership and team building and diligence, dependability, discipline, reliability, attention to detail. So many things that you take for granted. This is another thing that we tend to do when we've been in a role for a long time. We take our skills for granted. So what you need to be able to do is see yourself with fresh eyes. Similarly, if you are an engineer, then you can bring clear thinking and problem solving to another role. Or perhaps you've been in hospitality and perhaps you've lost your job, as obviously that is an industry that has been adversely affected by these current times. So you have got amazing skills perhaps to be a gun salesperson. You've got the ability to listen, to watch, to anticipate, to make people feel good about themselves, to remember details about them and perhaps their families. All really great skills for a sales role. One of my favourite career pivot stories right now has been by a guy called Nutz, what I reckon. I don't know if you've seen him on social media. He's very funny. He was a drummer and a YouTube comedian, and he's become a home chef basically. and he's very raw, very drummer language. And anyway, he brings a very unique set of skills together into a completely different context to create a whole new gig for himself. And it's just a great example of how change can bring opportunities. So take a fresh look and a fresh think about what your skills are. Also, as Fast Company says, there are opportunities right now. Yes, the economy presents challenges, but the situation also offers unique opportunities, because no one is judging you for making a career change right now. You know, there are certain times where if you're looking to have a complete change of industries, there might be a little bit of skepticism around that, a little bit of resistance to allowing you into a new industry. But at the moment, with everything you know, in flux and change, it's actually a really good time to make a big change if that's what you want to be doing right now. So what I think it all boils down to is this wonderful little quote from New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman, who says that in times of rapid change, what we should aim to do is adopt dynamic stability. So essentially, this means that we need to find some center of stability within constant change. So the dynamic in that quote is that the stability that we achieve will be constantly changing, and we'll constantly be needing to recalibrate. And so this boils down to a number of skills that we always talk about at Churchill, and that we see in all of our graduates, and their versatility, agility, and resilience. So really what we need for the future and for this new world that we're stepping into is the ability to constantly reinvent ourselves and be poised for change. So with all of this said and done, and with this research that we've done, and this video will accompany the article where you can go and have a read, and I'll include the links to the articles that I read through. So we've boiled it down to 3 tips to help you to navigate career change. Number 1, lean into uncertainty, focus on the opportunities. Have a think about what you might like to do, what your options are. Number 2 is see yourself through fresh eyes. What skills do you have, and how could they be useful in a completely different industry? And number 3, ask for help. The thing about having an objective look at ourselves is like trying to look at your own eyeballs. You know, it's not easy. So you could ask a friend or a family member, or you could ask us. And we have an amazing offer happening this month for June. So this is the last month of the financial year, and always in June we have some sort of a special offer. Generally it's a free fast track, which is your qualifications in 7 days. And but this month, Trisha, our one of our co-founders, who normally does these videos and does a much better job than me, has offered something very amazing. She is also going to offer a personal mentoring session for anybody who purchases an advanced diploma, a graduate diploma, or a bundle of qualifications, i.e. more than one. This is an amazing opportunity. Trisha is an amazing lady. She's been in business for a lot of years. She used to be a barrister. She and Randall have run this business very successfully for the last 14 years, or 16 years, sorry, which is a good testament to the stability of a business. Anyway, Trisha is offering so it'll be a video session, and during this she will go through your resume, and she'll go through your LinkedIn profile, and she'll give advice for how these could be improved, how you can leverage them. She will for sure teach you some things that you don't know, and And so that together with qualifications to benchmark your experience to different industries, and then making the most of your resume and your LinkedIn profile are really going to set you in good stead when it comes to making a change. Perhaps it's something that you proactively want to do, or perhaps it is just getting ready and achieving dynamic stability for that time when you might need to move. If you would like to explore this option, it always starts with a recognition of prior learning assessment, which is free, which has always been free. So 16 years of giving people free assessments. So what this means is you provide some information, and our skills assessors will provide you with a complimentary report which will tell you what qualifications your skills, knowledge and experience could be converted into. And then it's up to you to decide whether you want to enroll in any. And but up until that point, it's completely free. So in my opinion, I just think, why wouldn't you? It's information that will become indispensable. So I am going to finish off the video there. Sorry, it's been a bit rambly. I'm not a pro. I just wanted to jump on and share some interesting insights and this amazing offer that Trisha has come up with. And so I think maybe in many ways it's nicer that I'm saying it rather than her, because she's also very humble. So attached to this video there will be instructions for how you can apply for a recognition of prior learning preliminary assessment. And that's all. Okay, see ya.